Neserian na wimbo mtamu tena sana, wimbo ambao umeimbwa kwa lugha ya Kimasai, wimbo ambao na upenda wake ni wa amna, wimbo ambao unaitwa Keji Amelakoino, wimbo wake tena Agatha Neserian. Asante tena sana, na ni wimbo ambao umetufikisha ikiwa umetimia saa ngapi? Saa 2:22 ndani ya Mwangaza TV, kipindi ikiwa ni Ijumaa Njema. Kwa majina ni Esther Shiko, karibu tena sana, na nikwambia kwamba ukitaka kuzungumza nasi kupitia our social media platform, nambari yetu ya ujumbe mfupi ni 22914, na kupitia upande wetu wa Facebook ni Mwangaza TV Official, na ambao tunakwambia kwamba pia tumeweza kufikisha pale 100k. Asanti kwako wewe mtazamaji, asanti kwako wewe our fan, tunakuthamini na tunakupenda, na asanti pia kwa kila mmoja ambaye ametia bidii na ambaye pia amecontribute to this great achievement. Asante tena sana, na kwako wewe pia tunakuombea mema, ufike levels ambayo unatarajia, ufike ile level ambayo umeiweka ya kwamba hii mwaka ningetaka kufika hapa, ya kwamba hii mwaka ningetaka kuwa hapa na hapa, na ningetaka kuwa nimepata watoto hawa na hawa, ama ningetaka kuwa nimepata kazi kule ugaibuni. Kwa hivyo yale yote ambayo umetarajia, yale ambayo umeiweka this time and this time, Mungu aweze kukutimizia. Nilikuwa nimekwambia kwamba tutakuwa na mgeni ambao tutakuwa tunazungumzia mambo ambayo yameweza ama yana uwezekano ya kwamba yanatu affect maishani mwetu, wakati ambao tulikuwa tukilelewa pale, wakati ambao ulikuwa mtoto mchanga ukigrow up, wakati ambao mamako wewe alikuleta duniani. Ni mambo gani ambayo uligrow up ukiyaona ama ulilelewa ukiyaona, na kwa sasa tunaona kama Esther alilelewa kwa ile bomo ambao watu wanashautiana, she's always shouting, she's always doing this and this. Kama alilelewa kwa bomo anaona baba ni mlevi, nao Esther amekuwa hivi na hivi, hata mheshimu mume. Wacha tumpe na mgeni wetu nafasi atuambie majina yake kwanza, na ili tuendelee kutoka hapo. Karibu tena sana.
Asante sana. Asante sana Esther.
Karibu.
Nashukuru Mungu kwa kuwa nami mahali hapa.
Asante.
Kwa majina naitwa Pastor Vevard Magina Grace. You can use either of the names. I'm a pastor. I wear different caps.
Wow. I'm
a counselor and I'm also a mediator. Whereby we can settle cases out of law, out of court. I am also a chaplain. All those entails together, but I'm not here for that today. Yes, and thank you for having me around.
Asante tena sana. Maybe unaweza tuambia unahudumu na kanisa gani?
I have a church in Tanzania, but when I'm around here, I go to a church called Vessels of Power.
Wow.
Yes.
Asante tena sana. Unajua ni vyema kuheshimu mafuta, na kuheshimu mahali ambapo mtu anahudumu. Na hiyo tu ni inakuanga decision ya mtu. Mahali ambapo unaenda sisi hatukukuforce. Mahali ambapo wewe uko na your spiritual parents, hiyo inakuanga personal decision. Sasa mtumishi, swali letu la kwanza ama topic yetu ni understanding childhood trauma. Na wakati ambao tuliongea na wewe uliweza kuniambia kwanza tuweze kuongea zile ambazo ama tumeje na ile ambazo zina affect mtu wakati ambao kwa mtoto, kabla tukuje wakati ambapo mtu amefika kuwa mtu mzima na kujielewa. Ya kwanza swali letu la kwanza ni what is childhood trauma?
Beautiful. And it's good to understand the topic kabla hatujaingia ndani. Kuna wengi tu wanajiuliza trauma. Wengine wanasikia kama ni Kiingereza kingine kimeshuka, lakini when we talk of childhood trauma, kwanza kabisa tumesema childhood. Manake huu ni mtoto ni kwenye utoto, and then the trauma. So hii tunaweza sema ni experiences zenye haziko sawa. Those experiences that bring fear, they bring distress, discomfort, and they affect the mind of a child, where the child is very young and the child is growing. So she grows with it or he grows with it, depending on where this distress is coming from. So simply we say it's an experience that a child goes through that is not good. Yeah, ile experience sio nzuri at all. Yes.
Wow. Na sasa wakati ambapo mtu ameyapitia haya mambo yote, the experience, huwa yanamfanyia nini, ama what are the causes of these traumas?
We have different, first of all, let me say, a child can actually have trauma right inside the womb of the mother. Kuna vitu wazazi wengine wakishika mimba wa mama, they go through so much. Like let's say Esther, msichana kwenye usichana wake ameshika mimba na kijana mwenye kumpa mimba amemkata. So this girl
Nasema ameruka
ameruka, amesema your balls yangu. So this girl begins to think out of the box. Kuna mwingine anafikiria dua ya boat, anapata tena anafikiria dua, when I tell my parents what will be the thoughts, watafikiriaje. The another one might think to still keep pushing, but the man has said no, and he has no business. So you growing the pregnancy under distress. So that affects the child inside the uterus. If you have ever noted, and I've even had doctors say this, when a woman is pregnant, if you love music, when you enter into a matatu or somewhere there is music, the baby starts dancing with you.
Kicking.
So it can come actually right from the uterus. And then if that baby now is born to an environment that is distressful, then that continues. And it begins to be recorded in what we call even in the subconscious mind. That's a mind that doesn't know a joke. It takes everything for you as faithful. We have the subconscious mind and we have the conscious mind. So the baby begins to record right from the uterus. Yeah, and now that baby, you can imagine, will grow on what kind of an environment.
Wow, thank you so much. Another question, can childhood trauma contribute to our mental health issues?
Oh yes, it can. And that's why, in fact, if some of these things are taken care of at the earliest stages, we can avoid a lot of people going through depression, because it's a pull-up of what somebody grew with. Unakuta huyu mtu haijaanza kwenye ndoa yake, haijaanza kwenye kufutwa kazi, ni kitu imekuwepo. So it's something that people grow with it. It is not addressed. They sleep on it, they wake up on it, they walk on it, they court people with it, they enter into marriage with it. So it is something that now can actually reach somewhere and say the mind can't hold it anymore. And then you see people, actually when you see people going to Madare, it's not that minute business. Those are unresolved issues for many years. Yes.
Oh, wow, thank you so much. Now another question, tumeona hizi issues zimepile hapa, ni issues ambazo zimekuwa hapo, ni issues ambazo zimetuletea ama zinaweza tuletea mental health issues. Another question is, how can we create a safe space for our kids to avoid the mental health issues na to avoid the traumas ambazo zinatokana na zile vitu ambazo wanaona, creating a safe space for our kids?
Okay, good question. First of all, I would want to say the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom.
True.
And when we notice whatever is happening with our children and with people around us, there's need to create an environment where somebody can. You've heard people saying, today is Friday, so we're going for a bash.
True.
We are going out. You know, people try to look out for somewhere they can have ease off. Yenye amekuwa kwenye wiki, yale amepitia, people try to look for, and that's why we have social places where people go out and do that. But now for a child, it will all start with the parents. But look at it this way, Esther. Unalelewa na mzazi na yeye pia alilelewa na trauma. Kwa hivyo hajui, hajaelewa. But what we do currently, we have centers where people are able to to address the trauma, and that is out of somebody realizing. Unajua unaweza kuwa you have that childhood trauma, your employer does not understand, the parents don't understand, your husband does not understand, so you react out of things that are piled up. So what do? We have like now counseling sectors, and people must be willing to speak out. You must be willing to speak out. One way of healing is speak out. The fear that you have, you must be willing to speak it out. You must be willing to let go, and also be a person of prayer. Something else I've seen helping people, if you're a worshiper, if you're a singer, because most of the times melodies and frequencies of songs, they have something they do within your spirit and within your soul. That's why sometimes unaona somebody might just be having a favorite song, na akiimba huo wimbo anasikia ameease. So it's possible to create an environment, but it begins with you willing to be helped. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Na kuna mtu ambaye ameuliza kama ni kutoka mwaka gani hadi mwaka gani ambayo ni ule mwaka ni delicate sana, na ambao watoto wetu wanaweza kuconsume a lot of bad things ambazo pia zinaweza kuaffect in future. From what age to what age ambayo ni delicate kwa watoto wetu kuweza kuconsume a lot of bad things, na ambazo zitaweza kuaffect mentally, ambazo tena zina turn up na kuwa traumas kwa maisha yao.
Oh, beautiful. My answer would be this. First of all, I've said right from the zero age. That is when the baby is in the uterus, kwenye tumbo. As the baby begins to grow up, you realize children, even at especially in the current digital era, unaona mtoto hata at 2 years anachukua simu, he's just flapping it.
True.
So meaning you will hear even a baby does not even know how to talk. The baby will start saying utub. Because that's the age where we are. We are in the time of information and technology. So they are digital children. But that very sensitive age where the baby will carry that forward, even to her old age, or even if it is not corrected, if she does not deprogram that, it's from 0 age, I call it to 80 years. You're able to record a lot of things.
True.
Yes, you're able to record a lot of things. So that would be my answer. Yes.
Oh, another question ambayo tulikuwa tumediscuss hapo behind the scene kabla tuingie hewani, healing our inner childhood traumas, what does it require?
Okay, let's say
kuponya zile vidonda ama zile mashida ambazo tumezipitia utotoni, ina require nini na nini?
Okay. First and foremost, willingness. Because you might be we might say we want to go through the process, but somebody is not willing. There are people who know what I call internalizing. Wanaweka vitu ndani. You know, we are all created and wired differently. Kuna watu unaona, they don't know how to let it go. They don't know how to let go. Hawajui how to forgive. They feel they've been messed. Somebody has hurt them, and they carry that. There are people who carry that even to the grave.
True.
But the first thing is willing to let go. You must be willing to let go before we can go to the next stage. And then look for counselor, a counselor you can talk to. And I know also people suffer from betrayal, because somebody may want to say something, and then that person is saying, na nikiyasema niyasikie kule. That person will be, somebody will be more hard. I wish we could reach somewhere where we have forums where people are able to confide with people they trust and come openly and talk. I see in the West people do it a bit differently. People are willing to speak out.
And they do speak.
And they reach somewhere and they say, enough is enough. I'm not going to hold this thing anymore. But here, I think in our African culture, people feel like I'm betraying my father, I'm betraying my mother, because most of those things actually came from your parents.
True.
They are the source. So you feel like you don't want to speak it out because you want to protect their image. But you know you have a life to live. You have a life to live.
They have a life, they have a life.
Yes, and you have a life. So first of all is willingness to just speak out, and then look for a beautiful forum or somebody you can trust. I know even pastors, we are blamed for betraying, people who trust us. So the problem is, how do I find that pastor who is honest? I know that people are caught in a cocoon whereby they do not know how to locate whoever to talk to and how to access. They don't know. They don't know how to access that. So what we do is, first of all, locate. And are we having those organizations? Those are very sensitive organizations. Those are very sensitive forums which we need to have. So I think that's a beginning point of everything before even we can go higher. Yes.
Na kuna mtu ambaye ameuliza, hata kama nitajikubali na nitakubali kupatana na wale ambao tunasema therapist, wale ambao huwa wanatuongelesha na kukubali matokeo.
That's another problem. Because one would be willing, one would want to go an extra mile, and this is something umekuwa nayo, you are mature now. And now you feel, I need to let this. You know, like there are some people who went through thorough beatings.
True.
I call it child abuse. Yani, I remember like their
discipline.
In terms, somebody is disciplining you. And then I remember like there are times people who are brought up like, a child is for the villagers, is for everybody.
Wow.
Ukipatikana pana makosa pale barabarani, even a villager would just take a beating on you. So what do we do when we come to such an environment? You see, it goes back to what I'm saying. We need to change the environment, and it will begin with you and me. And I thank God for this very, 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 very topic, because you are touching nearly everybody. Everybody has a piece of trauma.
True.
We cannot deny it. Like me personally, I remember my dad is a retired teacher. And there's a time he would walk. We just know ni anaingia. The footsteps alone will make you either hold a book, you try to do something that will please him, and maybe the mind is not taking it. Like I remember one time he just walked in, and there he was. He comes, a teacher now becoming a father. So he walks in, and he's just looking at, what are we doing? So when I heard him, I just took a book and I was actually reading it upside down. So I just had my ears pinched and they said, can you read for me? What is this you're reading? And I realized the book was upside down. So that's a trauma. And you start developing it. Next time you hear the footsteps, you're like, am I reading the right thing? But you see, it's not coming from you. It's like I want a break. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. Wow, asante tena sana. Mtazamaji, tuko na mgeni ambaye pia ni mtumishi wake Mwenyezi Mungu, Favored Magina, na ambaye tunazungumzia mambo na zile vitu ulipitia kule utotoni, zile vitu kama zinaweza pia next time tutaziongelelea kama pia zinaweza kutuaffect tukiwa huku kazini, tukiwa mahali ambapo tunaenda kanisani. Do they affect our adulthood life? Swali lingine ni vile ambavyo tutaweza, how can we survive, how can we overcome emotional pain and ways to survive traumas?
There is a way. And once you recognize and you know, ninachokipitia sio cha kawaida, and then you start shouting for help, there is a way. First of all, I would say, people who know God, it's a bit easier for them
to survive.
Yeah, because you will know how to run to God and pray. You will know how to put your burdens before God. But because we are speaking even to people who may not know any other way out, we have even medicated ways of doing this, because people go through trauma which develops even maybe to depression corner. Before we can get there, like I said, speak out, and then you may be willing, and you don't know who to speak to, but you can let me know, and then maybe I'm able to refer you somewhere where you are able to air your pain and share your pain. And then are you able, as like I said, between age 0 to 8, your mind has already recorded. So what happens, there is something I call deprogramming your mind. You can deprogram your mind, because when a lot of things that we go through, Esther, is because of the way we think. You know, even the Bible says vile tunavyofikiria. Hata Biblia inasema as a man thinketh, so is he. So I've seen people heal out of positive thinking, the power of positive thinking, because when you think positively, you attract positive things. So there are things that you can even listen to your mind and say, that's not my package. I don't need to be thinking along these lines. You know, so it all goes back entirely. How do you handle your thoughts? Can you quiet the wheels of your thoughts when you're thinking very negatively? Or are you able to silence that which is negative? And how do you do that? Read materials that will guide you on positive thinking, materials that are positive. Don't visit social media and attract what you already carrying. Don't go to the sad corners and then you're like, hey, huyu tunafanana jameni alipitia yale nilipitia. Don't engage your mind to what you want to heal from. Do away with it and get a solution on it. You can go to social media and get things that are actually now washing it out, getting it out. But don't go to visit areas that are just going to increase the fear what you have and what you're going through. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. Na sasa ningeomba uingie kwenye upande wako wa wapi inaitwa WhatsApp. Kuna link ambayo nimekusharia. Nikitayarisha our next question ili uweze kushare kwa wale ambao ni your fans, uweze kushare kwa your contact ili waweze kutazama na ili pia wao waweze kupata kile ambacho tunaendelea ama kile ambacho tunazungumzia siku ya leo, ikiwa ni understanding childhood trauma. Ingia pale kwenye upande wetu wa Facebook, tuko live na uweze kushare our link. Na muona nani Elijah Githua Munyugi anasema anatazama na salimia mgeni tena sana. Mbere Queen Shangazi anasema good morning too, na unaweza kuuliza mgeni wetu the secret of staying mentally strong ni gani?
The secret of staying what a question of staying mentally strong. First of all, you should note he has used the word mentor. Yeah, which goes back to our pattern of thinking. When you start positive thinking, that's a topic I love. That's a topic I teach. I even have I'm writing books on that
about mental health issues.
Yes. So what happens is when you start having positive mental health, it actually goes back to your pattern way of thinking. How do you when you perceive things, because it doesn't mean, Esther, that in this world you're not going to get negative things. Every day kuna ma negative na kuna positive. Lakini wewe in your capacity una handle aje, and how do you handle them as they come? A woman might just go into the house and the husband decides it's a divorce I'm giving you.
Wow.
How do you handle that? So it goes back to your mind. Train your mind to think positively. And when the negativity comes, look at it and say, you're my size, I can handle you, but you're not going to drive me, I will drive you.
Wow.
You know, rise above the negativity. Yes. And I always say, if you look even beyond the negative, usually there is something good that will be birthed. Sometimes very bad things are around you, but when you think deeper and when you are able to handle that negative and you press on, you will see the production of the positivity. Romans 8:28, all things worketh together for our good.
Oh, wow, asante tena sana. Ni saa ngapi? Saa 2:45 ndani ya Mwangaza TV. Tuko naye mtumishi wake Mwenyezi Mungu ambaye ni Favored Magim, na tunazungumzia topic ambayo ni nzuri tena sana, na pia ameweza kutaja mambo mengi ambayo pia mimi sikuwa nayaelewa, mambo mengi ambayo unaweza kuyafanya na kuavoid some of the bad things ambazo huwa zina affect our mind. Na ametuambia kwamba maisha haitakuwa in a straight line kila saa. Lazima sometimes unaenda hivi, sometimes unaenda hivi, na ili una prepare your mind, kitu kikaweza kuja, kitu kibaya sahi kiweza happen kwa maisha yangu, kwa mume wangu, kwa mtoto wangu, nitafanya aje? Sitaenda pia maisha yangu, ama maisha yangu hayataisha, maisha ya mamangu hayataisha, life must continue. Kwa hivyo ways, the key thing ambayo amesema, ways to handle things, vile ambavyo utachukulia mambo, your first action wakati ambao umefikia Esther, hivi na hivi imefanyika, your first action, kile ambacho kita click kwenye mind yako ni gani? Kwa hivyo endelea kutazama, na tuko pale kwenye upande wetu wa YouTube pia, na tuko pale upande wa Facebook, tumeweza kushare the link. Wale ambao wanatazama pia tumeweza kushare our link upande wa wa WhatsApp. Kwa hivyo ukiwa pale unaweza pia kututazama. Kuna swali ambalo pia limeweza kurudiwa hapa, swali, some of the situation that can bring trauma in our life, na pia ameweza kuuliza kama pia huwa unasaidia watu, ama huwa unazungumzia mtu ambaye maybe anaweza taka kuona anapitia shida fulani. Kuna mtu ambaye ameniuliza hilo swali, kwa hivyo utaweza kutupea maybe nambari yako na mahali ambapo una ama place ambayo unaweza patikana.
Right. That's okay. Yes, I do. I attend to such cases, and I'll give my number at the end of the session. And then they can be able to locate me, and we are able to discuss and help. Yes.
Kuna swali ambalo lilikuwa limerudiwa pale, some of the likuwa wapi, how to, not here, some of the situation that can bring up childhood traumas in our life.
Some of the situations. All right. Like, let's say in a marriage, of course a child comes from a mother and a father. I had mentioned a few of a little bit of it when a girl gets pregnant and the father of the child runs away, so this baby will be brought up baby without a father figure. We can also have this happening when we have when you have a full marriage. There is a mother, there is a father, but inside that marriage there are chaos. The father is not a present father, or even when he is present, there are domestic violence. Domestic violence is one key thing. So that's why you hear even some girls when they grow up, because they grew up seeing their mother being beaten, they don't want to get married. They look at every man like every man looks like their father who has been doing being mistreated. There are others, the father is a drunkard, and the way he behaves, this can be positive for the men that are brought, the sons of the house, because of seeing the negativity of the father when he is drunk. They might grow and say, I don't want to be like my father. He behaved this way because of being drunkard. And others might pick that and go actually to drug addiction. And that's what I've done actually in chaplain. I've trained on drug anti-drug and peace judge. So you find somebody just picked it maybe from a family, started drinking, started going, you know, and also now nobody addressed why the father did it. So it becomes generational. And somebody will just, it will just be coming from father to the child to the children this young man will bring up. So it becomes like a chain.
Oh, wow, thank you so much. Our last question will be the coping mechanism za kudil na childhood trauma. Some of the coping mechanism zenye tunaweza ambia watu, ama zenye tunaweza ambia kuna mtu ako pale anatazama za kudil na childhood traumas.
First and foremost, if you realize you actually, this thing is not your husband who brought it, you went into marriage with it, you have it, umekuja nayo. First of all, begin to have environment that will address the issue. And one of the things I said is counseling, and then also begin to have, if you're a Christian, begin to have it in the biblical manner, because God is a God who heals the brokenhearted, and He is close to those who are brokenhearted. So begin also to to get people who are able to cope with you, who are positive and who can walk with you. Identify them and know they're for you and not to betray you. And then you can start walking together with them. There are things that sometimes we do. We get forums where people go out, like you see the way we have youth camps. Even mature people should be having these things.
True.
There are times you hear people saying, we're going to go to, we're going for holiday, like now we're going to December. A lot of people are planning maybe to have a holiday somewhere. Those are things. Move out of the environment where that thing has continued. Go to a different environment. Even watching things, you know, watching things here and there and all that will help you a lot. Because when you're in a different environment, the trees, the wind, the nature, you start thinking differently. And that begins now like a clearing of your mind. Yes.
Oh, wow, thank you so much. Nikimalizia mtazamaji, wacha kwanza nikuambie him. Kuna the 3 C's ambazo zinaweza kukusaidia ku clear up ama kusaidia mambo na trauma, ambayo ni connect, co-regulate na pia reflect. Una connect, una regulate mambo ambayo yaliweza kukufanyikia, na pia una reflect mambo pia yaliweza kukufanyikia. Unaweza ama clear up your mind. Kwa hivyo ni connect na pia co-regulate na pia na kuweza kureflect. Thank you so much mgeni wetu wa siku ya leo. Na swali ambalo pia na tulisema hiyo inahusiana na our next topic ambayo tutaweza kudiscuss, the traumas ambazo zinatu affect in our adulthood life. How do we can someone design the life that he or she want?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. One of the things that God has given us so powerfully is power of choice. You're given a choice. How do you want your life to be? How do you want your life to go? We're given that, and then when you decide, this is the way I want my life to be, you're able to sit down with yourself and say, I'm changing from this. Change is painful, Esther, because you're moving from the known to the unknown.
To the unknown.
Yes. So once you decide, I don't want this kind of life, I want this, you begin your baby steps from somewhere, and then you start walking the baby steps that will build up to something that you can see manifested in your life. So it is very possible to paternalize your life to the positivity of what you want. And when you're doing that, let it also be supported by your whole entire self. Like now we gave ourselves targets of what we want to do the year 2025. I know people are crying and saying, guy, this is 2025 November. Sijafanya hiki na hiki na hiki. You know, because we are not focused, or we say I will do this, but you don't do it. You just, like somebody was telling me, he's even put an alarm. He wants to be getting home at 6 p.m. So the alarm cries, but he gets home at 9.
Maybe 9 or 7.
So it's a matter of just doing what, you know, that I call it self-discipline. Have some self-discipline. I will do this and follow it up. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. Maybe you have a word of encouragement to encourage someone who feels broken pale nyumbani, who feels my life is ni vile ambavyo mtumishi anaongelelea, mimi nimekuwa hivi na hivi, I plan something, sifanyi, I did this and this, my mom did this and this, it's affecting my life. Maybe someone who is heartbroken hapo nyumbani, uweze kumpea a word of encouragement, ili tuweze pia kukupa nafasi uweze kusalimiana mahali ambapo umetoka, tuweze kutamatisha kipindi chetu cha siku ya leo.
Thank you so much, Esther. For you, my viewer, I would want to say this. Hauko peke yako, na sio wewe wa kwanza kupitia unayopitia. People have been on this path. There are those who have made it. There are those who chose. Sitaipitia tena. I am going to make up my mind. So you who is there, don't let the situation and the circumstance finish you at a corner. There is a way out. And also, if you are a believer, God, number one, He is for you, and He is with you. So first of all, let God help you even in that forgiving pace, the forgiving process, so that you can let go and ease things that are in your heart, and then begin a walk. And it is possible for you to be a totally different person. And I pray that God will help you to see a better side of your life, because it is there.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Sasa tunaweza tuma salamu mahali ambapo unahudumu pale nyumbani, na wale pia ambao unashirikiana nao pamoja kwa kazi zote ama kwa kofia zote ambazo unavalia kama mtumishi.
Thank you so much. I would want to pass my regards to my brothers and my sister, and I also want to pass my regards to my groups for intercessors whom I pray with, and my colleagues. I want to say hello to you. Let's keep doing the good work. And the people that I do counseling with, the chaplains, there's a lot out here. We need to go out and meet and provide solutions to the things that people are going through. And thank you for watching, and thank you that you have held my hand. Even for my pastor, I say thank you so very much.
Asante. Pia sisi tumeshukuru, na tunatumai next time tutaweza kupatana ili kuweza kudiscuss topic ambayo pia inahusiana na traumas ambayo zinatu affect in our adulthood life, ama maisha ambayo tunaishi kama watu wazima. Tutaweza kujua kama ya kwamba pia the behaviors zenye tunaleta hapa kazini zinatokana na yale mambo ambayo tumeyapitia kama watoto, tumeyapitia tukiwa pale nyumbani, in our marriages, na pia in our day to day life. Then asante tena sana mtazamaji, and thank you so much kwa kuendelea kutazama. Lakini ningeomba kwamba utuambie kama unapatikana kwenye social media platform, kwa yoyote angetaka kukufollow na yoyote angekuwa na swali na hajaweza kuliuliza sahi.
Okay. Yes, I'm on social media platform. You can find me on TikTok. That is Vivard G. And then you can also find me on Facebook. Just search Grace to Vivard Magina. You can also find me on WhatsApp or on my line. You can call this number 0721 217 875. That's a number that holds my WhatsApp. I will repeat again. 0721 217 875.
Wow. Asante tena sana, tumeshukuru, na tukipata nafasi next time pia tutaweza kuja hapa na tuweze kuongelesha watu, na kwa yule akukosangi wawili watatu wataweza kufaidika. Asante tena sana. Ukirudi pale ambapo unahudumu uweze kuwasalimia. Thank you so much mtazamaji, na wale wote ambao wameweza kufanikisha show yetu ya siku ya leo, the crew, asanteni tena sana, na Mungu aweze kubariki. Tupatane next Friday kwenye topic nyingine tofauti. Endelea kutazama kipindi kinachokujia hewani. Ni kipindi cha neno la uzima kutoka kwa watumishi wake Mwenyezi Mungu, na ni kutoka kanisa la Jesus Winner Ministry. Pale huwa nakuambia kwamba vile ambavyo tu mgeni ametuambia, ukiwa na positive mind, kile ambacho utatuma pale kwenye our SMS line, kama ni kitu kinakusumbua, kama ni ndoa, kama ni ugonjwa, imagine yote yataweza kutimizika. Imagine hiyo yote ambayo unaomba, hiyo request, prayer request utaweza kutuma, itaweza kutimizika, ama utaweza kurejeshewa kile ambacho kimeweza kupotea. Thank you so much. Muwe na weekend